Welcome to another episode of Behind the Shades. It's your host, Terraine, and today we're going to talk about all the controversy when it comes to Sadia Khan. So, Sadia Khan is a woman that offers her services to high value men to understand how to get high value women. She's been focusing on the upper tier of men and women in hopes to get them to come together, live happily ever after. What has recently happened is that she has been exposed in a number of ways. First and foremost, her credentials have been exposed. We're going to get to that video. Her behavior has been exposed. We're going to get to that audio and video. And the reason why we're talking about this today is because what happens a lot of times in the online space is that you have these relationship coaches, mentors, therapists, psychologists, whatever it is they want to give themselves as a title, not living up to their own expectations. It's an ongoing joke, right? You don't even like yourself. So how are you going to help other people like you? So first and foremost, we found out that Sadia is actually living life as the side chick. She's having apparently relationships with a married man. Instead of helping people find love in all the right places, she's trying to find love in all the married places.
What are you going to do about it? I'll suck his dick if you have an attitude, and I can do it today if I want to.
Go on.
And I can do it on your wedding day and your birthday.
Okay, well,
and the
we'll
days
see.
After.
Okay.
I've been in situations where he's been with you in a social setting. He'll call me.
Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. It's interesting to hear someone spit such vitriol at another person. I get it, right? Like when men get upset, they fight physically. When women get upset, emotional attacks, shaming, insults. She's threatening to perform oral sex on the fiance of a woman that she has beef with. Imagine this scenario. You get into an argument with someone, right? And instead of fighting you, instead of yelling back at you, they say, you know what? When you are away, this cat will play. I'm going to find your partner. I'm going to have my way with them. It could be on your wedding day. It could be on your birthday. It could be on your anniversary. You could be on the toilet doing number 2. And we're in the bedroom getting it on like Marvin Gaye.
Loyalty is only a virtue if it is mutual. If I'm being loyal to my husband and he's being loyal to me, perfect, that's a great boundary. But if I'm being loyal to him and he's not being loyal back to me, that loyalty is actually neediness that's disguised as a virtue. That loyalty is actually a lack of self-respect.
This is someone that is toxic to the core. Why is that? Let's identify some of the behaviors here. 1, she's quick to anger. That is not a feminine trait. 2, she's very aggressive with her speech. That is not a feminine trait. And 3rd, she's going out there and using sex and intimacy as a bargaining tool and a means to exact revenge. A lot of people are going to question this, but I get it because you have an attractive lady telling a lot of men all the things they wanted to hear, either from their partner, from the woman that they're interested in that continues to tell them no, or from society. She has found her niche. In the online space, one of the most difficult things that a lot of men face is the ability to have proper conversations with women. There's women that they find attractive, they cannot speak to. There's women that they want to get into a relationship with that they cannot even be seen by them. You have someone that looks very similar or better than all of the types of women that you've ever been interested in. And what is she doing? She's telling you everything you've ever wanted to hear. And on top of that, She's saying that you can get women that look like me. You can be worthy of everything that you ever dreamed of when you're in your bedroom with a video game controller on the shelf and your nightlight on full blast. She's catering to a male population that is very alone, very scared, and have no idea where their value lies. But that's the key. She is a predator in a lot of ways. She's preying on the insecurities of men, the disenfranchisement of men, and the lack of emotional regulation of men. Very smart when it comes to this. Because usually you hear women suffering from this, right? The Daring Jacksons of the world. Tell them what they want, tell them what they want, tell them what they want. And then you go to them, sell them what they want, sell them what they want, sell them what they want. And then in turn, what do you get out of it? They buy what you want. They buy from you. They give you your dollars. Too many people, men and women, will exchange ridiculous amounts of money just to hear these words. I love you. You're attractive. Thank you. You mean a lot. There's this running joke online in a couple of interviews where people share stories about how they will pay people to give them a compliment. They will pay people to treat them nice for an hour. They will pay people to show them the type of respect that they can't get either at work, with their friends, with their partner, or even at home. This is where this community is so dangerous because online, you can pretend to be whomever you want. There's so many things coming out from the pictures, from the credentials, from the behavior. When her back is against the wall, she no longer taps into her feminine energy, she taps into her masculine energy. And here's the thing, right? Do you think she's the first? She's not the first, she's not going to be the last. Why is that? I'm glad you asked. The reason why that is there's a need for people to feel like they belong to something. There's a need for people to feel good about themselves when they've been beaten down day by day, week by week, month to month. Sadia Khan will move on. She's made enough money. She has the looks. People will forget. If this was an overweight, balding man, then the consequences would last longer. She will continue to grift. Men will continue to donate. They will give their time, energy, and resources. She has been put on a pedestal. She is Pusalaya. Shout out to the 40-year-old version. She will continue to be able to take money from these men because men will always give whatever it is they can for attention from a woman that they find attractive. And that's the danger. Do you ever notice that a lot of these relationship coaches who are primarily in the online world, they don't have relationships themselves? They can't be, the advice that they give to you doesn't seem to be able to work for them. Why do you think that is? You always have to consider the source of the advice, the reasonable nature of the advice, and how accurate that advice is, the success of it. If I were to tell you how to get a house and I don't have one, wouldn't you question that? Would you go to the downtown part of your city and ask the homeless man for financial advice? The source of the advice is very important. If they had the keys to relationships, if they had the words of wisdom bestowed upon them from the heavens, why isn't it working for them? Why is it that they can't get for you for themselves. They know how to fix every problem but the problems that they are experiencing themselves. This is why there will always be another Sadia Khan. This is why there will always be another person catering to the deep desires of men in some of our most darkest regions. It's because we create them. What do I mean? Because we're not able to do the work ourselves, we go outside of ourselves to find someone to do the work for us, which in many cases is fine. But then when you come across people like this, it's not fine. Instead of telling you what you need to hear, they will tell you what you want to hear. They want you to stay in a cycle of perpetual victim because it allows them to get more money from you, more time, more resources. The longer that you're suffering, the more that you're going to pay.